This is Bridge with Stephen, the fourth of four parts on the subject of raising partners' major suit opening bid. We've been focusing on this structure here, which is a system for showing either four-card support or three-card support with one of four different ranges of strength. If you learned Bridge a few decades ago, maybe in the Gorin era, you only learned three bids for raising partners major: a minimal raise, a limit raise, and with game forcing strength, we had another way to bid. We only had one way to show support, three cards or more, and we only showed three ranges. Today, we make a distinction between 3 and 4 card support, and we've broken the minimal range from 6 to 9 into two parts, 6 to 7 and 8 to 9. And I want to emphasize too that not everybody plays this way. I play with a variety of partners, and some of them just simply don't want to use this. But I'm going to show you the method that I like best, and here we go. We will be talking about forcing no trump today. We've already discussed the Bergen raises, the Jacoby 2 no trump, and the splinter bids. The Bergen raises and the Jacoby 2 no trump and splinter bids were for showing 4-card support in one of 3 different ranges. Now we're going to be showing just 3-card support, and we're going to be using the forcing no trump. And that's why we're discussing this subject. But the subject of the forcing 1 no trump is broader than simply raising major suits. Forcing 1 no trump is an integral part of the 2/1 game force system, and we're not going to be discussing that today. So we're not going to be talking about all of the things that this bid is used for, except just to briefly mention them. So the forcing no trump. Partner has opened 1 heart or 1 spade, that is a major suit, in first or second seat, meaning you are an unpassed hand. Remember, if partner's opening in third seat or fourth seat, you've already passed. Your right hand opponent passes, so there's no interference. And that's the case with many of these bids. That's the case with some of these Bergen raises and with the Jacoby 2 no trump bid. After partner has bid his major and right hand opponent has passed, you bid 1 no trump. If you do that, the bid is forcing for 1 round. Now this no trump bid is different from the one from the Gorin era, which showed about 6 to 10 points. This one shows 6 to 12 points. In the past, when you used no trump, a 1 no trump response to a major, before we had the forcing no trump, it denied 3-card support for partner's major. You would never bid 1 no trump after 1 heart or 1 spade with support. These are the bids. There's only 2 of them. 1 heart, pass, 1 no trump, and 1 spade, pass, 1 no trump. Both of these bids can be preceded by a pass. 1 pass, not 2. Like I said, if there's been 2 passes and partner's opening in third seat, then you are a passed hand. And this convention is not in effect. These bids are not forcing. These 1 no trump calls are not forcing. 1 diamond, pass, 1 no trump. Why? Because it's a minor suit. Forcing no trump is only played after a major suit opening bid. Here's another example of a non-forcing 1 no trump call by responder. 1 heart, double, 1 no trump. Okay, because there's been interference. Now the forcing no trump convention is not in play. This bid is no longer forcing, and it resembles the old bid: 6 to 9 points, balanced hand, no support for partner's major, or inadequate support. And here's another example of a 1 no trump call that's not forcing. Pass, pass, 1 spade, pass, 1 no trump. Now, you're a passed hand. So when you come in here now and bid 1 no trump, a few bids later, your bid is not forcing. What some people do is play this, what they call semi-forcing, which is a term a lot of people don't like. But what semi-forcing means for most people is if partner is opened with a full opener, should treat the 1 no trump as forcing anyway. But if partner is open light in third or fourth seat, then the 1 no trump can be passed. Okay, now let's look at how we're going to be using this 1 no trump bid in 2 places. As I said before, in the old days, 1 spade, 2 spades showed about 6 to 9 points. We're now going to break that into 2 parts: 6 to 7 points and 8 to 9 points. When we want to show the minimum, we use the forcing no trump in between 1 of the major and 2 of the major. So for example, partner opens a spade, we say no trump, partner might bid 2 clubs, now we bid 2 spades. That would show 3-card support with 6 to 7 points. On the other hand, when we have this constructive raise, 8 to 9 points, we raise the major directly. 1 heart, 2 hearts. Okay? So I can show you the difference between 6 to 7 points and 8 to 9 points. And that's the first of the advantages that I've mentioned here. This forcing no trump allows us to show 3-card support with 6 to 7 points differently than with 8 to 9 points. And the second thing I'm going to show you here is that now we show the limit raised with 3-card support by going through the forcing no trump. In the past, the old Gorin method, the bidding would have been 1 spade, 3 spades. That would be showing the limit raised. We're now going to use that 1 spade, 3 spade bid over here preemptively to show weak hands. That's no longer the way we're going to show a limit raised in support of partner's major. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the forcing 1 no trump. So partner opens a heart, 1 no trump. Now partner rebids 2 of something. Now we jump to 3 of partner's major. And that shows the limit raised with 3-card support. Okay? And just to complete this, when we have gained forcing strength with 3-card support, what we're going to do is make a 2/1 response first, and then give a delayed raise of partner's major. So it might go 1 spade, 2 diamonds, anything, and then a spade bid, the cheapest one. If you can bid it at the 2 low, we bid 2 spades. If you can bid it at the 3 low, we bid 3 spades. And this shows gain forcing strength, because if you'd had anything less than that, you would have taken a different path before raising partner's major suit. Okay, so a second advantage of the forcing no trump is that it frees up the 1 major, 3 major bid for preempting with 4-card support. That's this bid over here we just talked about. Now here's 2 other things that don't have anything to do with what we're talking about today, which is raising partner's major suit. But there are also advantages to using the forcing no trump. For one thing, it makes it possible to play 2 clubs or 2 diamonds after partner's major suit opener with a weak hand and a long minor. You've had this hand, 6 or 7 diamonds, about 8 points. Partner opens 1 heart or 1 spade. You can't bid 2 diamonds. Your hand is too weak. Furthermore, that would be a forcing bid, and you would not get to play there. The partner would be expected to bid again. But with the forcing no trump, the bidding could go something like 1 no trump, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. That's no longer forcing, and it doesn't show the 10 or 11 plus points that bid showed in the Gorin system. It could show a weak hand with a long minor. And then finally, forcing 1 no trump is an integral part of the 2/1 game force system. You can't play that convention without the forcing no trump. But once again, that's not what we're talking about here. Okay, let's look at opener's first rebid. When I say 13 to 15 minimum, this is just a rough guideline. You might write 12 to 14 there. You might write 12 to 15 there. You might make a bad 15 a minimum and a good 15 an intermediate strength hand in your mind, however you see it. But when you consider your 1 level suit, major suit opening bids, we generally divide them into 3 categories: minimum, intermediate, and maximum. I've just written out these numbers this way because it's symmetrical. All right, so you've opened one of your major, partner's bid 1 no trump, and you've announced forcing. You can either rebid a 6 plus card major at the 2 level, if you have one. If you've opened 1 spade and you have 4 hearts, you can now bid 2 hearts. Or if you can't do either of these, you bid your longer minor, and it might be a 3-card suit. Partner needs to keep that in mind. The 1 no trump responder needs to keep that in mind, that when opener rebids a minor, it might be short. Okay, with an intermediate strength hand, you can jump rebid a 6-card major. So 1 spade, 1 no trump, 3 spades. Or, as with the minimum, you can bid 2 hearts with 4 if you open 1 spade. You can raise partner's 1 no trump to 2 no trump as an invitation. You can reverse the 2 spades if you have 4 of them if you've opened 1 heart. So if the bidding's gone 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 spades, that shows at least an intermediate strength hand. And failing all of these, if you can't do any of these things, bid your longer minor. One thing I want you to notice as we go down this list is some things are the same in 2 of these categories. They're written the same. When we rebid a 6-card major with a minimum, we don't jump. But when we have an intermediate strength hand, we're going to jump. So we can tell the difference between this and this. But this bid 2 hearts with 4 if you open 1 spade occurs in both of these categories. So if the bidding goes 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, I'm showing a range of 13 to 18. I could have this range or this range. And that becomes relevant when you have, let's say, a 6-4 hand, and you have a 6-card major and a 4-card side suit, other suit, and you're trying to decide on your rebid whether to rebid your major or to show your second suit. If you have an intermediate strength hand, for example, you might want to rebid your major because you will get to jump and be able to show a narrower range. Whereas if you just simply bid your second suit, whether that's hearts or your longer minor, you're going to be showing a much bigger range. So that would be something to think about when making that decision. And then with the maximal hand, once again, we can jump rebid a 6+ card major if we have one. So that bid shows between 16 and 21. We can jump to 3 no trump, so the bidding might go something like 1 spade, 1 no trump, 3 no trump with this maximal hand. Once again, reverse to 2 spades with 4 after 1 heart. So that bid shows 16 to 21 because it's here and it's here. And then the last option is to jump shift. So we make a bid like 1 spade, 1 no trump, and then 3 clubs, diamonds, or hearts. And that shows a narrow range, 19 to 21, and a maximum. So this is a bid that falls in only one category. This is a bid that falls in only one category. These 2 bids fall into 2 categories. This bid falls into 1 category. This bid falls into 1 category. This bid falls into 2 categories. So this is a nice menu of bids to have in your mind and to recognize the range of partners a hand. Now let's look at responders rebid. This is divided into 2 categories, just a minimum and a maximum. This is the old range of the 1 no trump bid before it was forcing. This is the extra strength that we've added to it when making it go from 6 to 10 up to 6 to 12. If we have a minimum, 6 to 10, we can pass to show our preference for open or second suit. So maybe the bidding has gone 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, and we've got 3 or 4 hearts, and we like that better than spades, so we can just pass. Or we can correct it to a partner's major with either 6 to 7 points in 3-card strength, or 6 to 9 points and 2 in support. This is not everybody plays this way. But this is a reasonable way to play. So with this bid right here, 6 to 7 points and 3 is this one right here. Okay, 6 to 7 points and 3-card support. But when the bidding goes something like 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 spades, partner will almost always pass that bid. And it's reasonable to play in a 5-2 fit if that looks like the best place to be. You're not going to be able to play in 1 no trump anymore now that you're playing this forcing no trump. In the past, you could have possibly had an option that went 1 spade, 1 no trump, and you would have played it there. But even though partner had 5 spades and you had double to support, but now that's not going to be possible anymore. So we will be getting to 2 spades on those hands. And failing either of these, bid a new long suit. That's this bid right here. As I said, this convention makes it possible to play 2 clubs or 2 diamonds after a major suit opener with a weak hand, but you could also play 2 hearts there. So bid a new long suit. Now with the maximal hand, 11 to 12 points, you can either rebid no trump. You've bid 1 no trump before. Now partners bid 2 of a suit. You can bid 2 no trump, and then that's invitational. You can jump in partner's major if you have 3-card support, and that's this bid over here. Remember we said with a limit raise, 10 to 12, I'm showing 11 to 12 here, but really with 10 to 12, 1 major, 1 no trump, 2 of anything from opener, and now jump in partner's major, and you're showing a limit raise with 3-card support. So this would be an example, 1 spade, 1 no, 2 diamonds, 3 spades. Or if partner has rebid his or her major and showing 6, we can raise it with only 2. So raise partner's rebid major with 2, 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, 3 hearts. Inviting partner to game if partner has more than the bare minimum. We can also raise partner's second suit with at least 4, but remember I said be careful because if partner's second suit is a minor, it could be as short as 3. So ideally you'd like to have 5 to raise a minor. We'd only need 4 to raise partner's hearts. If the bidding's gone 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 hearts, with 4-card heart support, we can now raise 2 hearts to 3 if we have 11 to 12 points. Or we can jump in a new suit, which is invitational. It should be a good suit. It should be at least a 6-card suit. So, for example, suppose we have 11 or 12 points and a good 6-card heart suit. We weren't quite good enough to bid 2 hearts over 1 spade, so we went 1 spade, 1 no trump. Now partners bid 2 clubs, and we show our invitational hand by jumping to 3 hearts. If we had only bid 2 hearts, that would be this bid here, and it would only be showing 6 and 10. Okay, that's all for today.